So we're taking the highway up to the mine today, and this is the easiest way to get up to the mine. And we're lucky actually, there's not very much water here, it doesn't rain here, so the easiest way to get up to the mine is just walk through this big creek bed.
Hey, Ben's heading into the collapser tunnel here. Just following down and just a short distance, but choose a tight squeeze.
Okay, so this is where this ramp is here that they use for unloading the cars. So, and we're just inside the collapser out there, and we're just taking off into the mine here. There's a couple explosive boxes here. The Polar, that's the most common type of gel you see everywhere. We're going to take a walk up the pit. You guys go ahead. Just going to show Ben what the pit looks like here. And look how big it is. You can't really appreciate it if there isn't somebody in the picture. So we'll let them get ahead of us a little bit. So this is the main adit we get in. It's called collapser, and it's not very far through to this great big huge open stope here. Pretty cool. So I've climbed all the way up there and didn't go anywhere. So yeah, there's the main tunnel that we came in from. And it's not very far through there, something like about 150 feet to the collapser at it. And we'll just show you just how big this is. You see them guys they don't look very big, and they're not even up to the top of it yet, but we're just gonna have them have a quick little look at this, and then what we want to do is next go to the hoist, the main hoist level where we put the bat monitors. Yeah, so we made our way up here, and this is actually pretty unstable stuff if you look at it. It's kind of a sandstone, and it's fallen off the back, as you can see. So I don't know how much of it's fallen off lately, but look at that layer of pay there. You can see that big vein there. Yeah, it's quite high. I don't know how high that would be, probably. I don't know where we're standing, probably 30 or 40 feet, I guess. And quite a bit taller up in there. You can see how small Ben is there. And that's kind of the main pit. I think they call that the alpha pit here. And we got lots of stuff to explore from that. There you go. As you can see, it's getting pretty soft, a little bit soft in here. We got way less water. This is as far as Kevin got the last time. So, look how high that dam is. How high do you think that dam is? They must be.
They're getting.
How do you think?
Way up to fucking.
Probably 6 feet, maybe 5 feet, eh?
Yeah, 5 feet.
A fair bit of water here. Like you can see, we're up about 5 feet of water. It was here. We drained it out. So Kevin's complaining he's getting wet. He says he's up to his nuts in water. It's not my fault that your parents were short. Okay, that was supposed to say hoist level, but our spray paint's not quite cooperating with us today. So yeah, quite a bit of water in this section here. So as you can see, and we're just heading to the hoist level. And there's a sign there that says 385. I never saw it before. I'm not sure what it means. So we made it to the hoist level. And we're gonna take this home. So one of the reasons we came here. Pick this guy up, moisture monitor, and our bats. I don't know if there's any bats in here. We haven't seen any, I don't remember. We'll see. And here's the hoist level, which is pretty dry now. This is the manway where the ladders went down. The men went down to the bottom of the mine. Join us next week when Ben and I go down here on ropes all the way down 400 feet way to the bottom of the mine.
They're looking to see if they can find any stolen light bulbs from the famous Anyox.
It's on the writing, it's on a cross. No. It kind of goes like that.
Company probably gave up on trying to stop.
Light bulb still, eh? That'd be 110 volts, you think?
Yeah, it should be. Well,
try it out, see if it works.
Should be 110.
So Kevin found this is a drill filing station, because he found a whole bunch of stuff to do with sharpening drills. So this is probably where they sharpen the bits that the miners used.
And if your drill breaks down, this is where you bring it. They must have a pretty reliable drills now, because nobody's been bringing them in for a while now. And here's what's left of an old monkey wrench. If there's any pipe fitters listening, a pipe wrench. I think these might be all pay slips.
All right.
They're all the same, and there's a big fucking roll of them. So we're gonna take that back and
Try to dry it out and see if we can open it up. Oh, cool.
see what's there. And here's your the coveted bulbs box.
Oh, yeah. Haven't seen no bulbs yet, but some of those bulbs here, we didn't bring our ladder. Yeah, it's really drying up here. It really paid off doing all these little ditches last time I was here. A lot easier to get around here now.
It says Anyox something. Anyox General. It's fucking crystal something. That is cool.
A little crank or something when the miners get tired, I guess.
Some crank, yeah. Crystal meth.
What do you mean you don't want to work another 10 hours? Here, try some of this.
We're gonna try and keep up to Frank. That can be pretty difficult, so I better get going.
There's 3 compartments here. So this one here, I think they dumped the ore down it. And this one probably had a big winch. So if they had to get trains and stuff up to this, it was just like an elevator that went up and down. They'd get trains from the lower level up to this level. Well, there's 2 of them, I guess. Yeah, there's 3 compartments like that. And then the one beside it here is the manway. And this is the manway's one we went down. So this goes down 400 feet. We're at the 585 level, and at this 185 level, that's the main level, main hull level that we went down to yesterday. So yeah, it seems like a long ways down, and it is. So this one here, you go down, and it's got a whole bunch of wood and crap, but the last 30 feet's full of wood. This one here was plugged too, but Ben was able to unplug it. We got a little hole and got through it. It was really tough going down there. There was ladders for the first while, and then after that there was no ladders, and they're all broken, so we had to do a free climb down there and back. But at least we know what's down there, so now we're wondering what's up there. We know it keeps going up, possibly for a couple hundred more feet to the top of the mine. There's no ladders here. They're totally collapsed in this part, so we can't climb up here. And we wouldn't anyhow, because it's not safe to go without ropes. So we're going to try to find, in the next few days, we'll try to find upper levels to the mine and get to the top of this hoist. And then we could possibly come down the hoist. That's safe when we've got ropes to come down the hoist.
Frank can come down the hoist.
Well, look at this. There's a switch here, I guess, eh?
Yeah, that's the call switch or the main engine switch.
Switch.
It's awfully big for a buzzer
Yeah,
switch.
it's like electrical.
Yeah, I found a smaller version in the Caribou Golden Quartz in Wells.
Yeah, this is a big junction here. This is where that sign that says about the brakeman. The station. Big advantage to being tall here. Well, pretty much an advantage everywhere. Good to be tall, eh? Hey, Ben?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Hey.
How's that song go? Short people got no reason to live. No. Yeah, this is one of many tunnels that comes out into the pit here. And so it connects up to places a little higher, so we want to try to get up there. And that's where that big opening is that you first see when you come out of Collapser. As you're looking across the pit, and there's a whole bunch of holes all above us, and this is where they mine this level. There's another pass going down, but we're quite high up here. We don't go down this one. Corkscrew that goes down is pretty cool, isn't it? But I don't want to go down without a rope. I don't know what a rope would do, because you don't want to fall down the. There's a ledge there. Goes around. But it's all kind of caved in, so. And there's an old carbide tin there, sitting there. One of the miners. I don't remember exactly where each one of these goes. I know I've been in a while, but. Does that go out? Yeah, it does, yeah. That's another place where you can look at the pit there, another hole there. Kind of a neat little spot. Be careful, don't get too close to that lip, because I was wondering if it was a little unstable. Bend the very edge of it there.
Yeah.
Might be a little unstable, so I wouldn't want to venture out too far into it. Because this stuff seems real crumbly here. This sulfur in here. And if you fell down there, you kind of wreck our trip. Yeah, bring water this way.
Frank wants to go up and over shoot here. Let's head back. Frank, the heavyweight's up there. Don't really want to pass underneath the bridge with him on it, but
there's a little season though, I need some WD-40, I think. Big chute gates to go out here, yeah, like 3 feet wide.
you might need a little bit of heat on it.
Yeah, look at the
Most of
size.
them are like this, got like 2 little benches on either side. I guess the guy can just sit there, whatever, run the gate and the train come. Train come, then the guy open the gate and then move the cars ahead and then close the gate, I guess, eh?
That seems a reasonable conclusion, yeah? Ben's already up there. Frank's just heading up now. I'm one of these people that figure that they should
I'll step right here.
if they tell me there's anything interesting up there, maybe I'll go up.
Move that ladder away. I don't think those rocks on your bag too. I don't think it's gonna do it either then anything. Something blue there. Yeah, look out there.
What'd you find?
Oh, there's a blue stain there.
Oh,
A little light blue stain. Which is silver, right?
oh, that looks like copper to me, but
Yeah, maybe it's cut. Some of it's green, some of it's blue.
oh, okay, the blue is.
Scatter up there, might not go very far.
That's what I like the guys that like to do recon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's good to have a Mikey with you. And then he likes climbing, he's like a cat. It kind of pissed me off yesterday when I went up to that thing and found all that dynamite.
You couldn't get any past that, you said something?
Yeah, well, it was a pretty narrow little tunnel. I looked on the video, it was a pretty narrow tunnel. And you couldn't squeeze by without touching it. And there was a big pile of dynamite there.
Yeah.
So I don't blame him for being squeamish about stepping on dynamite that's sweating that's 100 or 80 years old. Well, maybe he's found another level because he went around the corner and I ain't seen him since.
Huh.
Well, that's why we brought this ladder, because this one could have possibly got up, but there's some they just can't get up. This one has to be quite a rock here. And you look up there and they go, oh, that looks all right, but you can't quite get up with it. So this kind of solves that problem.
Frank thinks this is the way out. What's the longest you've been spent lost underground with Frank?
Quite a few hours.
A few hours, huh? Well, you beat my record, I think. Only 45 minutes. What are you doing?
We're just gonna put a little rock in there, make a little easier to go down. It's only about 4 feet, just gonna pop the end of it. It's a little bit of a mystery to me because these are the last 2 ore chutes right at the end, and we passed about 4 other ore chutes from where we came up, so how come there's ones in between?
There it is there. Collapse. Where shoot?
Yeah. Don't get no easier than this, eh?
No. Definitely
Yeah,
doesn't.
watch the rocks though. Just loose rocks are gonna come down.
And we're out.
On the other side of that color. When I look at this, I remember going to the end here, so that horse a little raised. But the end there's some really neat quartz, really neat vein.
Okay.
But that horse kind of strange, it stopped here. Look really cool. This is a little raised here. It's not that far.
Plugged off or sheet there. Eh?
Plug off? Okay, so I'm going to stick with that.
Different spot.
That's a different one. Yeah, well, here's the sliding section. This stuff's really hard here. You can walk right on it. It's really strange how that mud, how it goes from being really soft to it's almost like iron. A little water there, eh? Hard. Just gotta squeeze through here a little. That's way worse than it actually is.
Yeah.
Well, if the people sit on the couch, I guess it looks pretty bad.
Okay. Here we are at main intersection. We're heading out main hoist level. We got this sign that says notice. Incoming brakeman must stop train and inspect switch. All persons must put on and off their own lights. And this is a spot that we just found out where you lock out areas on a train. I don't know how they lock them out, but that's what happens here. Lock out switches or something like that.
We're in all these little shacks. There's almost like lunchrooms, but I don't know, maybe they had to separate for different trades. Everyone had their own little room or something. Kind of weird, eh? You know, because there's benches on both walls and they're all like a whole row of them here. One's maybe an outhouse. Look at this, so can you see that? The red light for the trains. I've slipped that in. Gotta wash it off. It's not too brittle. And then this is a green light. So they just had a little holder like we've seen, and then they stick green or red in there so the trains know whether they can go on there or not. If they want to shut down a track or something, they just put the red in there and then the train can't go past it. Pretty simple. Lots of power lines here. These light bulbs have been removed. And here's a little sign here that says on the telephone, it says telephone answer 1 ring. You saw somewhere else that said answer 2 ring, so yeah, it's kind of like a party line, I guess, for the telephone. The different rings are for different stations. Lots of copper wire left here. They didn't seem to clean that up that much. Some pretty big chunks of cables and stuff in here, power lines. I wonder if they had a winch down at this level. We don't see any sign of it, because this is the hoist. There's a hoist here, so look at that big ground cable here. Big ground cable, copper lines. So, must have been powering something here. Maybe just an air compressor. That could have been winch. Couple knocks. Hard to tell. Now let's go ahead and try. It's not sharp there anywhere, it's not too sharp,
There is some sharpness.
What if I went around this? Here, put it around this. It'll take some stretch of the rope now to the big's advantage.
You got a lot of swing going on there, or are you just gonna go right over the timbers?
Yeah.
That's all three of the timbers.
Yeah. Maybe.
Kind of hard to do that now. I can just go around most of the road.
I wouldn't go around there. It's gonna rip right off and end up on top of you. This is...
I don't want to do anything. It doesn't fall right in my head. It's not very steep.
What Frank means by not very steep is that it's less than 90 degrees.
You don't even need a rope. Well, that's kind of easy.
That's where the spots are done. Buy me?
Couple lean back here.
It's on here.
There are levels out here.
What did he say?
Levels out.
Oh, it levels out.
Well, you can probably untie it. Off of there.
He's gonna drop you. If you untie that, it's gonna drop you.
That's okay. Not very much.
I'm curious if you can untie that with weight on it.
That's what I mean. I don't know how I'm gonna do with come on.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Need more slide?
I don't know if that's gonna help you much.
You got...
Oh, why don't you pull over towards Kevin? Okay. You pull over towards Kevin. Keep pulling me up, yeah. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Just keep pulling me up, pull me up. You just walk right by it, right?
Lightweight advantage.
Okay, no, okay, let go of it. I'll just look over it now. Anyway,
It'll take up all the slack.
yeah. Got a lot of slack to keep it going around here. Okay, yeah, you just do that. You keep walking that way and pull me up. Look. Okay. Oh, thank you thoroughly.
Yeah, cross that off
Oh,
the
if you're
list.
lucky, you think it's fucking properly, that's no good see that. That's pretty easy. Yeah, it goes down, it's pretty steep. Then it flattens out, and then it flattens out more. And then it just goes down to nothing, and the water just goes through a wide spot. So, okay, down any further. So, must have been in a lower level there, it's blocked off now. It's kind of slimy going down here. It's way worse than it actually looks worse than it is. I think Kevin could have went down there, no problem. What do you think, Kevin? We'll try it?
I think I'll leave it for today.
Well, I've got more confidence in your abilities than you do.
What Frank means by not very steep is it's less than 90 degrees, so that's, I'm sure I could do it, but I don't want to tempt fate. There's nothing there to see.
There.
Got her.
All right, so this is our kind of the end of our first day, and we're down there checking a bunch of bottles. So it's a really cool bottle dump down here. So we had a pretty cool day. We went into the big mine. We went down the shaft, so we ran out of rope, and we went down the big hoist level, picked up the bat monitor, and me and Ben are going to go back tomorrow down there. And Kevin's got another project. He wants to grab a couple of molds and stuff. We want to try to get them. So You guys had fun today? What do you think?
Yeah, it was a good day. And
Yeah.
the hike was good too. We did it.
Yeah, and then we went up and
Pretty
tried
good
to find a bonanza mine. Me and Ben went up the bonanza mine, and we hiked up some pretty brutal stuff. And just a beautiful day here. Anyox have been really cool, and our hosts have been awesome. So
Always.
yeah, so we've had a really good time here, and
Put up with us.
we'll see what we can find tomorrow.